Shibby-dooby-dooby-doo. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. Let me see. I gotta turn multi right here. And I gotta turn the camera back around. Okay. All right. I got you, love. Got you, Granny. Got you, Nurse Betty. Peloton. Let me stop messing up people's names. I don't know why God didn't give me the gift to pronounce names right. Man, I might have to go back to language 101 or something 101. Come here. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Let me see here. Boom. Boom. Um, where did y'all go? Purpose.
I clicked and it kicked me out. I don't know what was the deal with, unless you kicked me out.
I might have done it trying to bring everybody else in. Knowing me, ain't no
Hey,
telling.
cool, man.
Two. Where are you at, Purpose? Okay, you already got in. Where's Kari? Purpose, you and Kari. I'm gonna need you, Kari, and Lori to send me invite. For some reason, I'm not seeing y'all in the column I need to see y'all in. Okay, there go Lori. All right. Because I was trying to send you two an invite, but it's not letting me send the invite.
Oh,
Look,
girl,
look,
you
look.
need to be dancing. Come on now. Favor just fell
You
in
know
your
what? Let me
lap.
get up. I'm
Oh,
telling you, I surprise a lot of people all the time.
because I know
They're like, "Oh, I didn't know you can move like that." Oh, yes, I
Mm.
can.
I gotta wait for Kari. I don't know where Kari yet.
Uh-oh. You
Um,
on Kari?
He's probably done.
yeah, I'm waiting for him in Purpose. I sent Purpose an invite,
Okay.
but I'm let's do this while I'm waiting on them to come. Betty, what happened to you? I thought you were already in here.
No.
There she come right there. Um, this is what I was saying, Evie.
Yes, sir.
Once we
Here.
It
transition
just opened
fully
up.
over there, then remember I was telling y'all about how the numbers would go.
Right.
So you're at 11 now. You said 17, right, Evie?
There was
Evie?
17 people in here. I don't know how many is in here now.
12.
I see 12
12.
so far.
All right, let's go. 12 people. Let's tap. Jesus had 12 disciples. You know, I had to question them boys, but
All
y'all
right
go right
now.
ahead on and tap the screen.
Yeah, all right now.
Question them boys. Them boys, I tell you, God bless them. Help my
Yeah,
unbelief. Hallelujah.
awesome young man.
Mm-hmm. I just shake my head at them. I said, bless their little hearts.
Yes, Lord.
They're my two brothers right there.
Oh, yeah, Purpose? Oh, yeah, I'm going to add him to the
Yes,
list
Lord.
now. You see, I got Scorpion, Red Scorpion, and Chocolate, and Kari, and King, so I'm going to have to add him as the fifth brother. See, I ain't got no brother, so I'm gonna get, they're going to be my brother. Amen.
Yeah, I only had one and I lost him.
Oh. All right, guys, let's tap that screen. Come on, let's let them little fingers go. Come on, let's
I
go.
have a brother too, and we don't talk.
Lord help.
Mm, wow. I was
But we
close to
pray
my
that
brother.
God will open the
I
door
got
of
one left.
communication in Jesus' name.
Mm.
I got one left. Thank God. Uh, my old well, yeah, my oldest
Tap
brother
that
from mother's
screen.
side.
Tap,
He
Okay,
had
tap,
guys, let's
tap
go. We
in.
he
got
had just came
ground to
home
make
from
up.
Korea,
Tap,
and
tap, tap
he come out of
in.
the. He went to buy him a suit. It was in Sacramento, California,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm.
when he went to go into his trunk, to put the suit, lay the suit in, dude was sitting on the bench and jumped up and shot him 5 times point blank
Oh my God.
and killed him.
Jesus.
Uncle, it's awful.
And he got off on mental plea.
Mm. Sad.
Yeah, I'm. That was my ride or die,
Mm.
Hmm.
and I couldn't believe it. I sat there. I flew down there with my cousin. My cousin flew me down and sat there
Mm.
and had to,
Jesus.
listen to their, sad
Wow.
explanation on, because he took off after he shot my brother. He took off, and he didn't go far because right after the bench, it went like maybe half a half a block,
Mm.
and it was one of the place where, and that's where he found him, is sitting up against a dumpster,
Mm.
Wow.
still with the gun in his hand. I guess.
Oh my God. Lord,
Jesus.
And
Lord have mercy.
Okay, guys, there are 11 people in here. Let's go. You can listen and tap, listen and tap, listen
in
and
case
tap, listen and
every
tap.
in case everybody is wondering what's going on, we
Tap
we're
in.
we're we are waiting on two of our guests uh to show back up, Purpose and Courage Corner,
Mm-hmm.
and continue the talk that we were having before. And it really, we didn't put a topic on today's discussion. We just picked
I get
a
you.
random. We're just having a random discussion,
Yeah.
and
Tongue tied.
uh, thank you all for tuning in. If you guys can give us just a little more patient, I'm quite sure it may
We
be.
can start talking about something. Let's talk about something.
Well, go ahead, talk about
Let's
something. Hey,
go.
hey, Evie, on your
Sir.
end, check on Kari and Purpose, because I'm hoping that it did not block them out
I hope
when,
either.
because see, I don't even see them in the view column,
Yeah, I
because I
don't either.
usually.
Can I just say, I don't know if this is taboo or not, but what do you guys think about these Hebrew Israelites? I know they have a false doctrine, but
Well, I mean, if you, well, that's one. I put it this way: it's one of the things. Here come Purpose. It's one of the
okay.
things
Oh,
that we've been dealing with in our lesson plan for this month. Is
there's purpose.
we've been talking. I've been teaching and dealing a lot with the Jews relinquish. Okay, that was before Christ. We've been dealing with them in Mosaic time, and we also been dealing with them in the Revelation. And the thing is, they still go by the law. The law of the Strolls is what it is. And you have, just like we did with the Baptists, we have old school Baptists, and then we have new gospel, and that's their. She got kicked out again,
Oh, yep, she
and
did.
and that's their thing. I mean, what do I? How do I
Yes,
feel
sorry.
about it? I tell you honestly, Betty, I really don't,
Ah,
because that's one
sorry.
thing they are is sticklers for their on their belief, and you have, like I said, you got some of them that comes around and they're changing. But yeah, I really don't try to pick a how you want to call it a
Mm-hmm.
side as far as Jewish religion, not even Muslim religion. I believe in everybody's religion to be what it is. I mean, just because that's what they believe, don't mean it's for me to condemn. Uh, it's just that I go on what I know and what. Yeah, Corey got kicked out too,
Yeah, he
That's what
did.
had just happened to me.
Yeah, that happened to me
and
earlier. You remember when I was in the car, it kept kicking me
yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's my say. I mean, to answer your question in a long around way, is
Mm-hmm.
it's just that. I mean, I don't have a thought on it. With knowing their history, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a thought on how they're going now. But I think
Amen.
part of it is, and it's the RP that they supported, and now they I think they're starting to get a little bit kickback. Why did we do that?
Hmm.
But that's
Amen.
just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's only one opinion. Uh, let's welcome
Okay.
back. Welcome back our guest,
Mr.
Purpose
Purple.
and
Mhm.
Kari, and we're going to pick
Evie.
up. I'm going to throw it back to Purpose, and we're going to continue. We got 21 in here.
Okay,
What?
sir. We got to
What?
take a pause for the calls. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to session 2. This is Keep Hope Alive, Real Talk. And listen, this is for grown folks talk. So look here, if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. Amen. All
What
right,
was
so
that? Still creamy. What?
I don't know.
What?
That thing pops up every.
It's the same.
I
That
know
thing
it's
pops up
crazy.
every time, and I wind up having to delete it out of there. Yeah,
Yeah, keep hope
Okay.
somehow,
alive, real talk. Okay, this is
yeah,
grown people
somebody
talk.
keep hacking
All right.
my Q&A box. I don't know who this person
Yeah.
is, but every time I go live, for some reason, as soon as life start putting in the data,
Oh,
they
somebody.
get they get theirs in there too, and I'm like, okay,
All right, who
uh,
phone?
hey, Angel,
That's Calvary.
what's
That's
up,
Angel.
Angel?
Yeah.
So
Good to
at this point, I'm gonna kick it back to my brother and let him get back into the real biz. Uh,
Okay.
it's all
we
you,
thank God
baby.
for the 2 kings
Go
in the
for it.
box. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, it's
Amen.
all you, Perp.
Angel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi,
Thank you.
Angel.
Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm like I said, Lori, when I talk to the guy, it's I'm afraid of I am very afraid. That was one of the things that I talk to people when I tell people this. Let me start with this. When you go do business,
Mhm.
you should never deal with, and this is no disrespect, you should never deal with the front man. You should always say, I need to go 3 to 4 steps higher. Let me tell you, when I went into the Peloton place, they were telling me that I wouldn't get my treadmill until next year.
There's my
I said, that's
niece. I
unacceptable. I'm
love
not
you,
waiting till
baby.
March this year,
I miss you.
right? So, hey, what's up? What's up, Angel? So I was like, that's unacceptable. So what I did was I found the director, I found the regional director, sent him an email, said, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to chop it up with you. In regards to buying a Peloton. I'm looking to buy this. This is what I'm doing. I am starting a challenge for food addiction, bringing awareness to food addiction, something that's really personal to me. Within about a week, he called me. We chopped it up. Come to find out, he was 15 minutes, no, not, I'll say about 30 minutes from me. So we sit
Hmm.
on the phone chopping it up. Long story short, we just sitting there and I got it down to October. He said, well, that's a tentative. I'm going to try to work on this personally to make sure you get it early. So
Right.
then after that, he was like, hey, look, we would love for you to we have a nice little thing for the coaches. Do you want to come up here and speak? I said, yeah, I don't mind. Did one for one, right? You give something, he gives something, right? And I asked him and I said, hey, man, I got a concern in regards to I was looking at y'all classes and y'all don't have that many classes. It just seems like it's repetitive. He was like, look, between me and you, we don't have a lot of coaches. We've been strapped for coaches. We've been strapped for whatever. They have a lot of competition, competitive. A lot of coaches leave to go to other platforms. A lot of them start their own, which is good, right? That's a good problem to have. And I
Yeah.
said, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. A lot of them start YouTube and go for the YouTube money because what people don't know, YouTube is going to increase their ad revenue because everybody sees the writing on the wall, right? Everybody's going to go virtual because the
Yeah.
money's there. So even with the metaverse, I don't know if you know about Oculus, right?
Mm-hmm.
They
I've
can't
heard
keep
of
people.
that.
They haven't fit. Yeah, the fitness, the VR thing. They can't. That's the next stage of evolution in regards to the internet,
Mm-hmm.
right? And as far as us being evolving to, internet 3.6 or 3.5 or whatever the case may be. So everybody's going to that. So like he was telling me they signed Blondie Fitness. And I was like, wow, she's huge because she's huge on YouTube. I was like, wow, she's huge. He said, yeah, we've been trying to get her for the longest, and they finally got. They got Usain Bolt. They got Usain Bolt over there. They got a lot of people. So my thing is, why they can't have Lori Beautiful? Why can't they have you? Why can't they be in conversation with you? Why can't
Right.
they do this? You know what I'm saying? So I tell people to always think long term. If you start with a long term vision, you can stay in the marathon. Most people give up and we go short term or we go do whatever. On TikTok, I wouldn't suggest people putting their content on TikTok because you
The
don't own it.
ugliest belly button
TikTok
I've
has
ever
no
seen.
copyright. You know what I'm saying? Copyrights at all.
Mm.
So if you go to YouTube, at least you kind of sort of can have some copyright.
Hey,
Somebody see your
Purpose,
dance moves, right? They say,
Purpose.
"Oh, whoa, she got these damn." Yeah,
Can you do me a favor before we get too far away
yeah.
from it? Because you and I talked about that, the copyright. I don't. I don't.
Hmm.
Can you expand on that? I mean,
Sure.
these things are the
All right,
things
no
that
problem.
need to be done prior to,
Prior to,
and and
prior
and
to.
and all you have to do is go through your state what in order to get the copyright or
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna take you to a conversation I had with Kari and a conversation that hurt me with. Lori probably know about them. Wellness.com, right? So I was supposed to be in negotiations with Wellness.com. All right, this lady hurt my feelings, which hurts Kari's feelings. Had me on the phone crying because I didn't own Purpose and Resilience. I
Dang.
didn't own. Hold on, check this out. I didn't own Joseph Gauss, my name. I'm about to tell you some mess you up for a minute. I didn't own it. I said, what are you talking about? It's on my birth certificate. I created it. She said, no, sir, you don't own it.
Wow.
So she hurt my feelings. She said, how can I do business with you? You're a liability. So
Mm.
somebody comes in and they say, oh, we want to do business with Lori. We seen her on TikTok. We go back and Lori she doesn't have copyrights. She doesn't own the copyrights. She doesn't own the publishing. She doesn't own the trademark of Lori Beautiful. They do this shit all the time, right? So then
Mhm.
somebody says, go get copyright and trademark of Lori is Beautiful. Go get Uncle Joe. Go get Evangelist. Then they go find your name. This is how they own your publishing. And they go and get publishing rights. Lawyers do this all the time to rappers. That's how they get paid. And they go own the publishing. They go through publishing.com or dot whatever and go buy your name. So then you ready to go out and go to YouTube. You ready to put some content on YouTube, right? Then you grow and you get big. They hold it. So then all of a sudden you blow up. Somebody comes and say, Uncle Joe, we got X, Y, and Z. We want you to come here and speak, and we're gonna give you $50,000. You get a cease and desist letter in the mail, and oh yeah, by the way, you owe us X, Y, and Z. You like, I owe
Wow.
you nothing. You like, I owe you nothing. What you talking about? Oh, you owe us publishing because, and also take down your thing. You know how people give copyright strikes? This is how
Yeah.
people get copyright strikes on YouTube. Then they go and they say, that's my content. And they say, YouTube be like, no, it ain't. It's his. I'll show you. Here is the copy of Lori Beautiful Kari. Here is the copy uh, of 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 Uncle Joe. All this. And then YouTube takes your ad revenue, your AdSense, and takes it and give it to them. That easy. That's why I don't like Patreon. You don't own your content.
Wow.
People don't read the regulations. You don't own your content at all. So if you blow up, if you look at the regulations, that's why it is important for you to copyright your business. If you're going to be doing anything and you need to copyright, you need to trademark your name so nobody can go and steal it. I didn't know that. So the lady said, I'm not going to get in business with you. I'm not getting in business with Kari. Why should I pay you and Kari $10,000 to come speak? I can just take your content. She's not lying. Remember, I told you that somebody was big, a big name person was on Black Love on BET, International Syndicate
Right. You're right.
show with my entire speech. My entire speech was so I couldn't do nothing. I wasn't copyrighted. I wasn't whatever. And guess where she got it from? TikTok. Because TikTok does not care about copyrights. You know how you see how certain sounds get muted on stuff.
Yes.
That's because
It's a copyright.
the artist said, nah, you owe me, and TikTok paid you. They're just muted.
Wow.
That's why
Um.
I tell people they just muted. So you go through a lawyer, you tell a lawyer, I want to trademark and I want to copyright everything. A good lawyer is going to tell you, hey, listen, I tell you what we can do. We're going to do everything. We're going to do your name. We're going to do your name. We're going to do the name that you came up with once it's available. And then we're also going to trademark it. Then they're going to tell you when they put everything there, they're going to say the publishing. A good lawyer, a good copyright lawyer will tell you the publishing because the publishing is very important because you can sell your publishing rights. I could come to, if Lori goes and at Peloton and say, listen, they own the content. That's why they would say, Lori, we want you to come here to a studio and work from this time, because they own that video that Lori would make for them, right? They own it. If I was to go to like any other, if I on Facebook gives you copyrights. That means if somebody uses your stuff and you find them out, you can give them a community copyright strike because you can prove it. And whatever ad revenue or whatever they made off of it, they have to give that back to you. They got to give it to you. They got to give you a portion. So let's say somebody does that to you and you got publishing. This is the game they play. They always say, all I want to release publishing and release copyright to you is $1,500. You can be like, $1,500? Man, I'm not paying you. I'm going to go and get a lawyer. They know the lawyer is going to charge you at least $3,000 to $4,000 per. So guess what you're going to do? You rather just go head on and pay them $1,500. They do this all the time. They do this all the time. All the time. And a lot of people don't know this because as people, we just want to get the content out. So we go to TikTok, we go places like this, we go whatever, and we say we drop these gems, we drop all this knowledge, we drop this, and mysteriously somebody else does it. Like a lot of people, like everybody wanted me to go to Patreon. I highlighted Patreon right here, and I said, I don't own my content. Why would I do that? I don't own my publishing. I'm not talking about today on the 7th, on the 8th. I'm talking about 20 years from now. I want to be, when I become big, I become whatever. Everybody, let me tell you a good thing. Everybody knows Les Brown, the motivational speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What you don't
I
know,
met Les
what
in
you don't,
person.
guess what? What you don't know is he doesn't own his content from 1999 to 2004. Somebody else, because he didn't do the business right and he didn't know, owns that publishing for that. He talks about it.
Wow.
Do the business. That's why why do you think you never see motivational speakers ever on TikTok? Why you're never gonna see Eric Thomas ever go live on TikTok? Why do you think he's not gonna do it? Because he's not giving it up. Because if every time somebody chops up a video on YouTube, you get paid. Yeah, I know he's a great guy. Great guy. Every time somebody chops up a video and shares your video, you get paid. Every time somebody does something on Facebook, you get paid. Why do you think now content creators are now moving from TikTok and going over to YouTube, going over to other places? Copyright. It's a place where you can sit until your paperwork get done. So you can be just at least become relevant. You're like, all right, what I'm gonna do? I'm here. Every time Kari gets here right now, if you look on Kari's picture right there, there's something right there that says trademark, TM. That means that every time he speaks, every single time he speaks, he owns the words that come out of his mouth. While Lori's speaking, I can record it, screen record her, and I can use it in court if I wanted to. I can use it in a video. I can use it whatever and make me money. Love Lessons on here. I just got on him. Love Lessons 101. Video is shared in YouTube. Video is shared in YouTube over 30 million times. He gets no money from it.
Oh, man.
Shared 60,000 times. 60,000 times on Facebook. He gets no money from it. I said, dude, do you understand that you just missed over $1 million because you're not doing the work? You're not copywriting your stuff. You're not trademarking your stuff. And you're coming to a platform that doesn't have any copyright issues who own your stuff. You're talking about money. You got to be business. And let me tell you something. Wellness, and let me hurt your feelings. Wellness.com told me, and I told Kari, oh, I'll give you some money to come up here and speak to one of the big, if anybody don't know, they have the biggest conference in the world. They told me they'll let me speak for $500. And they won't pay whatever. They won't pay for traveling. They won't pay for none of that. Ask Kari. I called him right after. I was crying. They said, I'll give you $500 because that's what you're worth. And I was like,
value.
Wow.
That's your value. Like,
that's your
value.
value.
You think about some of these people out here. This is, like I said, y'all hadn't seen me online or see me doing things because it's on TikTok. I tell people, or last time y'all saw me come in, it was people in the box, and you called me in, and I was like, look, and everybody was doing the sympathy gig for that person. I was like, nah, man, screw you. We've done this. We've been down this road already. We're not going to keep going and going and going down these highways, because if you still here talking about it, then you're not for me. You're a client. And if that's the case, get on my website and become a client. But when I'm
Okay.
giving you freedom here, then be free. Be free. And go, what I do, what I have done here, I don't see a lot of people doing it. I don't see people showing like, hey, I'm a life coach, but here's my coaching right here. Here is the demonstration. Here is it. This is what you get from me. I see a lot where it's like, well, you know, you can do this and you can go there and you can be dating and no. I'm showing you product. And you know, like I tell everybody, like you going out here, or we out here, like Purpose said, when I speak, I know you have heard my words before from other people's mouth. The exact words, the dang that exact pattern. And I told Purpose, I said, the only thing different between those people and people like us is finished experiences.
Mm-hmm.
No, see, if I finished it and you just looking at a piece of my experience, then you just got a piece of math. That's why I can do what I do. I'm not able to do what I do because I'm good. I'm able to do what I do because I've suffered. I'm able to do what I do because I've lost brothers to tragic, murderous death. I'm able to do that because I was blamed for it. See, these are the things that people can't. You are great in your own way, and sometimes we get outside of our greatness and want to do something else because we think it's cool or we think we're gonna get notoriety. Let me tell you, like Purpose told me with the lady, you know what notoriety gets you? Broke. Now you can do something which makes a difference in people's lives when you're valuable to other people is when you're valuable. But up until then, you have to be ready to be valuable. And people are overvaluing themselves and they haven't done any work. This is a process. All these words that we speak that's coming out of our mouth, these powerful words, this is creation. This is why I tell you guys, this is why this copyright and the trademark stuff is so valuable to me, especially as a knower. It's because I created that.
Right. Right.
And matter of fact, to be honest with you, know how I am. I didn't create it. It was given to me as my gift, my promise to give to people. But don't try to take my creator's credit for what he gave me.
Yes.
And when you do, it might work out for you. It might help people a little bit, but you can't withstand. You don't know how to take the heat that Calorie can take, a Purpose can take.
Yeah.
You don't know how to take the pressure because you weren't there. You know, a depression is a low point, but a boom is the opposite of a depression. A boom, something major. Yeah. So to get out of depression, you gotta blast out of that because it's a feeling and a feeling of exposure. That's all it is. So we out here trying to
keep going. I'll be right
back. We on Facebook,
Let me
Instagram,
say something.
Purpose and Resilience, College Corner. We doing these things out here. We even with Purpose, with the weight loss challenge, you know, I'm on it with him because I'm not at peak performance. I have what they call an ab belly. You know, this is what it is. Now, everything I know, like my body can reach peak performance, but I have to work out from home. I don't have the time to go to the gym like that. I got to take care of my father. So we're showing you on YouTube, Facebook, and we're showing you how we live and do life with this as well.
Yeah.
So why am I going to give you my life and it's not trademark?
I'm going to say this. Don't believe me. Don't believe me. Go read. Just read. Just read. Go read the terms and conditions. That's it. Right now, I could be on Patreon right now. Right now. But when I noticed, is Eric Thomas on Patreon? No. Is Les Brown on Patreon? No. Because if me to be on Patreon and charge people, I don't believe in my product. I want you to pay prior to me believing. If I believed in my product, and this was told to me by Eric Thomas himself, if you believe in your product, give it for free. Why would you charge somebody a monthly subscription when you could go over here and you give it for free and somebody give you $50,000? I will be speaking for Peloton. I will be speaking for other people. I will be speaking to other corporations more than $15. Why? You don't own your content. That lady humiliated me and humiliated me in a good way. You don't own your content. Why would I pay you? Think about it. When you do stuff right, right? Now, when you do stuff right the first time and you do everything, you copyright $1,000, you spend $1,000 to a lawyer, a copyright lawyer, but you make 10,000. She did me a favor. She did. She really did. Because she could have just said, I can go right now and own this. She said, she told Kari, she said, y'all got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Straight up. Y'all got 2 weeks and I'll own it. And then you'll pay me back to get it. 2 weeks.
Wow.
Pay you for yourself.
So when you don't own it,
it's free.
So whenever you don't own it, someone else can own it and all the content in it.
Yeah. Like everything in your TikTok right now belongs to everybody else. And if they go and get a piece of whatever you said or your dance moves and they validate those or copyright or publish those moves, and you go out and dance and you making money, and let's say your dance moves make the $5 million over that weekend, and you spending money, living life, lavishing and doing everything, 2 or 3 years later they come back and say, where's my money?
Wow.
Yeah. Let me tell you, let me make it personal. Kari created something, right? Even your hashtags can give people ideas. People will gravitate towards them. I'm telling you right now what I know. No one reads. I didn't read the stuff. You said they took 2 of my 27. Yeah. It doesn't. See, this is what I'm saying about people. People, we don't read. We just be so passionate about the work because, Laura, you got the talent. Kari got the talent. Evangelist, you got the talent. Joe, you got the talent. Nurse Betty, y'all got the talent. So it's just like anybody with talent. You're not worrying about it. You just want to express your talent. You're never thinking about the business. That's how record companies have made millions off of people. Do you know that Method Man just got his publishing back after 21 years?
Mm.
Nipsey Hussle, I listen to Nipsey Hussle almost every day. Owns his publishing, owns everything. So even in his death, his daughter, his children can live. We don't be having our stuff together, man. And I didn't.
Right. I'm going through that with property right now. Tell me about it.
Yeah. We don't be having our stuff. And I didn't think of it. And I'm telling you, he said, look, somebody just said, I use hashtag Team Jesus. If this guy is telling the truth, right? I don't know you, brother, but I don't know. I seen that. Do you know, I know the woman. Let me mess you up. Let me mess you up, Lori, real quick. You know, nobody don't know this person, but they should know him. Millions, somebody made millions off her. Called Skin. Do y'all remember Skin? Me and Mental Rich was talking about this. It's a product line, a skincare line called Skin. Kim Kardashian people took that same product and made it their own and made millions off of it. And the woman who came up with it didn't have a copyright, didn't have trademark, didn't have a license, didn't have anything, right? But she was smart enough to make a Facebook page and all these other stuff. So she sued and won. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, like t-shirts. It's a lady I know personally. She made Jesus Be Knowing on t-shirts. Never copyrighted. Never copyrighted. Big name people got it. It's in Target today. She ain't a part of it. They do this all the time. You think people be coming up with these slogans? You see these celebrities coming? No, they scour the internet and they go scour the internet and they go there and they grab people's stuff. There is a fitness move, right? Fitness. P90X, or the people who came Beachbody got sued because the chick on the thing, she was on there, came up with a fitness workout, and they stole it. And they created a program on the same exact moves. Wasn't copyrighted. And what saved her was the fact that she had it on YouTube.
So the creator of Turn Up Dance Fitness, okay, this one says Turn Up Dance Fitness. She got it copyrighted. She got it copyrighted early on. And she gives us, the instructors, the right to use her choreo and put it out there. She wants us to do that. But now that I think about it, that what you're just saying is like, now she's protected that. Like nobody can take Turn Up Dance Fitness and how she uses it and how she created it, and nobody can recreate it.
And if they try,
nobody.
If they try, if they do, if they succeed, she can wait. She can wait for her money to make money.
Wait.
Right.
Yeah.
And 6 years later, she can deliver that to her children, and her children can sue them.
Thank you.
But we have talent.
So is it just the name, or is it what she calls it is fitness dance with HIIT, which is high interval intensity training.
It's called intellectual property.
So,
It's called intellectual property.
Okay.
Like you can't
Zumba.
use like
Zumba is Latin inspired dance fitness.
Exactly. So guess what? You need to get a license in order to do it. You can like you can say Lori Beautiful, make whatever whatever you want, right? And you can license it. Like I wouldn't, like, to me personally, like even with Blondie Fitness, right? So she goes there, she still owns the rights of her own stuff. Like, all right, here's the deal. Let me tell y'all how deep this thing is. Beyonce always keeps creative control. Any business she goes through, she creates creative control. What people try to do is they'll come to her and just say, you go to Peloton. You say, okay, we want you to come over here. Under the fine print, they'll be like, we want to maintain creative control of your business. This is why I do not like Patreon. People always ask me that. They said, well, we never do that. Then take it out. Take it out. I was supposed to do a really big speaking event, right? That looks like it's not going to happen because in the contract, they wanted creative control for 2 years. That means that anything I create, they get a part of. They can use it. Think about it for a second. This is why I tell people, know the business of whatever you're going in. And this thing, does this seem like they will do it? No, it doesn't. They may not, right? Yeah, okay. But what if they do? What if they do? Clefo Dollar right now, no matter how many times we share that thing, can actually be an asshole and call Instagram and call everybody else, say whatever AdSense or revenue you got off of my name, I want it. It's control. See, everybody uses this word like they think it's a bad thing. Kari right now on here, if I use his stuff and he screenshot it, he can be like, hey, Joe, did you make any money off of this? Yeah, I put it on Instagram. I put it on YouTube. Okay, they paying you for reels and stuff. Did you get any money from it? I'm like, yeah, I got a little, about $4. Okay, I want $3.50. He sets the price. If you don't give me $3.50 within a lot of time, I might take you to court, dog. Use my content, word for word. You get it. We don't know the business.
Let me ask you this, Purpose. Is that why when you said that, what went through my mind is 80-20 here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have it, and now they had actual copyrights. Like you and I talked a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But because we don't own the contents here, like even on this platform,
Yeah,
they own it.
Think about when somebody gives you gifts, right? You spent $40 to get 700 coins, right? You give out 100 coins to somebody. TikTok takes 80% of that. Why? Sometimes 90. Why? Because you don't own the content. Get a blue check mark, which is easy for everybody to do. You don't need to have some grandiose thing. This is what they tell you. All you need is a business and have your stuff, right? That verifies who you are, that you are legitimately where you at. I'm about to get a blue check mark. And all is because I have my content, because I'm going through everything, right? I had to learn this. And once you have that, you own your content, nobody can ever use it. They may throttle my stuff and they're like, nah, we can't use Purpose and Resilience no more. So we don't throttle. They're doing it now because I'm in the process of getting the blue check mark. So they're gonna be like, we're gonna slow his stuff down because he owns his content. I own my content. So now you can't use everything that I do. You can't use my school. I'm about to get my school, my academy license and everything else. You can't do it. You got to own your content. And it's the most simplistic thing that all of us overlook. And here's the thing. You become a liability until you do so. Lori, I tell anybody, go, all of y'all, just don't believe me. Go read. And you will see that when I'm telling you, he said, if it takes about $1,500. About that. That's the high end people. You can find one. I found one $700. And some of you can do it for free. You can do it yourself. You don't even got to pay nobody. It's just a tedious process, right? Because you got to make sure you got the logo. You got to get your logo. You got to make sure you got your logo. You got to make sure you have your name. You got to make sure the colors, anything, any little thing you can use.
I was looking at Cool Granny, and Cool Granny had me to put this up here, is because through the organization Operation Hope, you can go through them and you can get, where is it at now? They will give you free legal help.
There you go. You got it for free. Use it. Use it. Use it. You don't. Here's the thing. The reason why the rich get rich is because they get information. They swap information. Like I said, Kari, I'm not gonna lie, the fool in me, the greed in me, wanted to go with it. And even to them wanted to convince me to allow him to be used. I can't do it.
Who?
I can't.
Who?
I can't tell you, but it was somebody really big. Because Kari created something that it's just something. All I gotta tell you is that's all I gotta say. He created something.
Cool Granny says Purpose.
No, I can't say. I can't. I'm just saying. Here's the thing.
I thought you were done.
Here's the thing. When corporations, like, Lord, check this out. When somebody wants to look for something, they go on the internet to look for it, And what they do is they send talent scouts. They don't send talent scouts out to go and say, "Oh, we're going to go and get some talent and make the new ace." No, they go
Randy,
looking
put
for
that in
what
the
they can steal.
Q&A.
So what they can steal, they don't go
Right.
looking for that. So when they went and they said, "Hey, we ain't got to go no further," and when I sat in a meeting with somebody to start, for us to look at this podcast, they looked at Carly because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Your associations with people will ruin your business deals
Yes.
because, especially, they'll ruin it no matter what.
Yes.
They'll ruin your business. So they was like, "Hey, did you know he created? His hashtag. When you see his hashtag, all you see is Kari. So it's legally would be an issue for them later on. So they basically came to me was like, well, look, why don't you use it? We could create a brand around this. We can create a brand of what he created, and they found it on accident. Like I said, look, they with you. How do you think they be coming up with new dance moves? They not sitting in no choreographer studio doing all this. No, they go online, they look at dance
Unnecessary,
moves,
don't it?
and next thing you know, they take the dance moves, and then they go and make a program out of it.
Wow.
Dance moves get taken all the time. Nobody create nothing. They not.
Oh wow.
I
Wow.
can
Wow.
prove it.
Wow.
Wow.
They create it. They go and they take it, sit there, download it, and this is. Let me tell you how messed up it is. Let me let you know how messed up it is.
Yeah, because see, I
They
have
take
my
the move,
own choreography out there on YouTube,
but see,
my
you on
own that I
YouTube.
created.
YouTube. You're on YouTube
Yeah,
though.
on
You on
YouTube.
YouTube.
It's
You see what I mean? You still need to copyright all your stuff, but the fact that you on YouTube kind of gives you a cushion. It still can make it hard for you, but you got to copyright everything. There was let me give you an example. They go online, right? They get this stuff on TikTok, right? Because they come to TikTok. TikTok is a gold mine. That's why TikTok doesn't want to deal with their choreography. They don't want to deal with the copyright issue. They go on TikTok and they get all this content, right? Here's some dance moves. Then they
Good. Look at
go
me, Mel.
copyright the dance moves, and then go and silence the creator of the dance moves because they stole it. They just did this to a young lady here. She created a song on TikTok, uploaded it. Beautiful song. They took the song, gave it to another artist, and muted her sound. You see? That's how TikTok makes their freaking money.
You have to get the car registered.
Wow.
That's how they make their money.
um,
So then when they come in, they're like, oh, ha, got you. They do it all the time. You can't do that on Facebook. You can't do that because there's an imprint there. They have copyright issues. Who was that? Coach Classic. Yeah, they sure did. She talked about the whole thing. That's why people be like, why, nobody wants to do business with, this and everybody's moving here. Because of that. It's a big thing. But none of us know because we thinking, oh, well, it's all right now. It's the talent. I'm the talent. No, I don't care about that. I'm just the talent. I'm the one. I'm just doing this. You think the people are just as decent as you are. Bullshit. I tell you that for a fact. When I sat in this same chair and watched this woman say my whole speech, my entire speech, word for word, no ad libs or nothing. And they gave her 60 grand for that.
For patronism.
And ain't nothing I could do because I decided to go on live and tell my speech to somebody who has a screen record.
Let me ask you this, Purpose, since you mentioned that. I mean, that's patriotism. We learned that in college.
Yeah.
There is a fine line you walk when you use somebody else's stuff. They have a stiff punishment. And there's no law for them for speech writers or
You can.
for
Absolutely. You got? Do you have? How many people got the money to do so?
Like
How
if
many
it
people
even
got the money?
looks like it, they can get sued. Just like that Blurred Line
Yeah,
song with the Marvin Gaye song.
yeah,
They said that they did
yeah.
not use Marvin Gaye's the way it sounded, but they did. And they got
They
sued.
did that, and that's the thing. So now what people have gotten smart is going to content creators. This woman's whole song was stolen, and she gonna fight. She can fight, but she doesn't have it copyrighted.
Right.
We never do those small little things, man. We don't think about.
And the
We don't
same
think
thing
about. I
happened with
didn't.
Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke
Yeah,
they got a whole archive of Sam Cooke stuff that was written that hasn't even been, and they're releasing it little bit by little bit because of the age of it. It increases in its value. But he didn't, they didn't know nothing about them back then. But I mean, the songs he wrote, it would
That's
he didn't get informed because
they did it to
it wasn't
Prince
his.
too.
Yeah,
They did it to
yeah, they
Prince
did.
because
they did
Prince.
it to
That's when they
Prince
put
too.
that
Yeah, the same
slave on his
company.
face.
Yeah,
He
same company.
Yeah,
So
because Prince said, I have music. I can release a song every day, almost every hour if I want to.
right.
And they
For
were
the next
like,
30 years.
nah, you got money. We're making money off this, and we just wait. We just sit back, chill, get your mailbox. But that wasn't what. See, when you're talented, you want to create. Your body naturally creates. Prince walking all these instruments. It's just how he was. It's how we are. And then you get to that point, it's like, I just want my stuff out there. But since you don't own yourself, you can't. He can't even put, as talented as Prince was, I can't even go play my stuff. Nope.
Yeah.
There's
Was
an
the same with
album
Michael
called the
That's
Jackson.
Black Album by him.
same.
You
Yeah.
can, go ahead.
Go,
No,
Well,
go,
it was the
that's
same
what
with
you're
Michael
saying. Same.
Jackson. He had to purchase his own music.
Own music.
His own music. He had to purchase.
Let me. Do you know I have to buy back my speech that I did for Toastmasters?
wow.
You had to buy
I have
back
to buy
what?
it back. My speech. I did a speech for Toastmasters when I won a Toastmaster tournament. I have to buy it back. They said, "Oh," they told me. I was like, "Well, I want to get this speech because I recorded it and it's on their page." They was like, "Well, it's archived." I said, "I know, but I want it." They said, "Okay, you have to buy it. I have to pay them for my own content." It's not. If people think it's not a game, man.
Did you
Yeah,
see what Coach says?
yeah,
So the
yeah,
speech we're doing a Toastmaster should be copyrighted.
yeah. You let them know when you go to Toastmasters, you don't know that because the speech that I wanted it. You don't own it. When you
I have a
speak and
question.
they record, yeah.
But
Go
if
ahead.
they did they hire you to come do a speech? They did, right?
No, no. I
No,
was
they
just a
just
part of
asked you
Toastmasters.
to.
No, I was a
But
part of when I first started out. I was a part of Toastmasters. So
okay,
they didn't ask me, right? I was a part of it, but I didn't know because when you go into the tournaments, you sign a consent form. Well, I didn't read that consent form, and they record them. I just wanted the recording. I was like, "Hey, can you just give me a copy of it?" She wouldn't even give me give me a copy of it. She wouldn't. I was like, "Well, I want it. It's my speech." She was like, "No, it's not. You don't own that." I said, "No, I do. It's my speech." She said, "You can pay for it because they can use it as advertising. Yeah, it may be content. It may be archived. You don't own it. You don't own it. That's the reason why, like, when people tell you when they get blue check marks, it's the worst thing you can ever do because they will, especially on this platform, because they will throttle you. because you now own your content.
Here's a
It's
question.
different over there.
Here's a question for you. Purpose. Once you get that copyright and you get that patent or whatever you need to get done, now YouTube, for example, do they automatically notify you to, or is it another step
Yeah, they
that
will.
once you get everything, you or Corey one can answer both. Once you get everything, do you have to send anything to YouTube, or do YouTube automatically pick up on you, or do they send it to YouTube and other social medias as well? Or is that
No,
your responsibility?
once you get to YouTube, right? What happens is you go to YouTube, and when you put your stuff on YouTube, you're pretty much copyrighted already, but you're not trademarked.
Okay.
Right?
So same question to your trademark.
Yeah. Same. So you have to be able. You can send the stuff to them and say, "Hey, just to let you know, it's copyright." When you go and you set up your YouTube channel, it tells you, it asks you, "Is this copyrighted?" It's there.
I saw
It's
that.
a, it's,
I
it's
saw that.
yeah. You have to click it. That's all you got to do with them.
Okay. So once
Everybody should click it. I had to figure it out for somebody to do it.
okay. Now
Yeah.
now that's after you get all of your stuff done and filed with the state, then you click that for notification, or when you go over to YouTube you click it now.
I did it now.
Okay.
I did it now. I did it now for Facebook. I did it now for everything. You know what I'm saying? I did it now because I didn't want my stuff just in case. So I did it. I just did it last week because somebody told me about it, and I was like, "What? It's a link." He was like, "Yeah, did you click this?" And I clicked it, and I was fine.
Bam. That
Because you
answers
don't
my
have no
question.
issues. You don't have no issues. You don't have no issues over in YouTube because you kind of sort of have copyright over there.
Okay.
You can't. You're good. It may be very loose.
Mm-hmm.
Will it hold up in court? Maybe. But the actual paperwork, that holds up in court. Every time Kari speaks, every time he speaks from now on, he owns the words out of his mouth. Every time he speaks.
So if I repeated a quote that he said, he could sue me if I made money from it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's without any question. That's what a copyright protects. See, that's like when I post when I was doing photography, anything I posted, as long as I had that copyright on there, anybody that pulled it, they had to pay. And again, they go through the metadata. And even if you try to, let's say, use a eraser tool to erase away that copyright symbol, well, it doesn't matter, because when somebody, if you see it and you bring it up, they go through and they look at the metadata, and when they pull off the metadata, because see, when you copyright something, it has to go in there, and that is the proof to show that you are the creator and owner of that, whatever it is that you're putting out there.
Yep. That's why it's important.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us don't read this stuff. And like I say, man, it took me a week. No, it took me a couple of days to get over that conversation with the lady in wellness. And I got with her, and I told Kari, and we took our lickings that weekend. It hurt.
Yeah.
Because she was dead serious. She said, "Y'all got 2 weeks." Because she see the talent.
Coach
And imagine
Cass says are you copywriting? I'm thinking she's asking this question on, about if she go to YouTube. Are you copywriting the channel or each thing you post?
No, it's your name. It's the name of the whatever you. Let's say she has Cool Granny 911. That's copyrighted. The channel's name is Cool Granny 911. So everything that's under that channel is copyrighted. All the content is copyrighted. Now, if she comes in here as a different name, okay, good, sir. It's all right. Give it to me. My son lost his tooth. Getting old, man. Need a job. So everything is under that particular name is copyrighted. Everything, if something she comes up with another name, is not. Whatever's under that name, that brand, is
It's
trademarked and
covered.
copyrighted.
You got that? Oh,
It's
she
covered.
said
The
okay.
only place, the only place that doesn't matter is here. The only time that it does is if you have the paperwork to back up. Now you have to rely on the paperwork, right? Kari can say, if I say, hey yo, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z, and he already has, he can say, hey bro, like she said, Lars,
Oh,
he
you
can come
welcome,
get me.
coach.
He can come sue me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. He can come get me. Right? What's up, Tim? What's going
Look at
on? He
that. I
can come
like them
get me.
pimp glasses, man.
Oh yeah. So he can come get me. Right? So then he could go and say, man, you was on live. I got a screen recorder. You used my stuff. I see you made 299 coins. You made 300 coins off of that, off of my stuff. He could go to TikTok and get it. TikTok gonna say, hey man, I ain't giving you nothing. But he can go the legal route and he can get me. Would it take some time? Yeah.
Probably.
But who gonna go through that? But if I was to do the same thing on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, it can happen in a day. They'll take my videos down because he staked a copyright claim on me. It happens all the time. That's why a lot of people, like when you come here, haters got a free reign to do whatever they want to do, right? Until TikTok say, hey yo, man, in order for us to compete with YouTube, Facebook, and everybody else, we must do right by these content creators. You can't keep doing this dirty business. It ain't gonna last long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why you see people are starting to shift away from it, and you got the pool of den of iniquity here, and all the other people here who are not really serious. You know what I'm saying? About stuff. Because now people are shifting. So now I'd rather go over here and build my brand over here because I got some rights where I don't have rights over in here. That's why I tell people you got to be mindful of what you do and who you be with and what goes on, because people screenshot. I'm gonna give you an example about that. There was a situation that happened, I think, last week or this other one, where the guy was arguing with the woman. Right, the woman, he was arguing and he was going back and forth with him, and it was some other people involved on a live. Well, that was screenshotted and sent on Facebook inside a group with over 120,000 people. Now, let's say that man wants to go get a job. Let's say that man wants to go do business. Everybody that's in this block, everybody that was in that block may be affected by that man's actions because they was associated with him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I can't be with certain people in certain things. People, it's no disrespect, but we got to think of long view. A good
Exactly.
example. So now that video was shared. I think I looked 82K, 82,000 times was shared. Think about that for a second. If he tries to go get a job, or if he has, some issues going on with court, or if he has whatever, now that can be used against him. And he has no rights to say it was on TikTok. He has no rights at all to say it is inadmissible in court. None. He's asked out because he run his mouth and he got himself into some trouble that he wouldn't want to do. We all know what we're talking about.
Right.
But because of that, now whatever happens follows him. But we don't think like that because we stay in our emotions. Now, because of our association, because of the things that we go on, because of the things that the openness of here, we're not protected. Now, if he was to take that same video and it was on YouTube, same live, and it was on YouTube, and let's say a court case did come up, we could say, hey, it is inadmissible in court because it is governed under the copyright issues. We don't have his permission to use it. But on TikTok, you don't got those rights. So now that video, now there's a clip of him yelling and demeaning and demoralizing and being in an unprofessional live, circulating in a place where people can view it, where dignitaries, people who own businesses, people who are serious about a lot of things, is on a platform like that. Where people who can be in your state, it could be whatever, people who can affect your future watch that video. There's 70,000 people who just watch it, 70,000+ people who just watched your video. We don't think. We get emotional on this app and we don't understand that we are exposed. That's why I tell people, watch what they say. Be careful what you say. Don't accept certain things. Don't allow certain people in your lives. Don't partner with people who got issues. I would expect if I was to ever have some issues that Kari said, hey, guys, I love you, man. Nothing personal. We can't do business no more. Because this particular person impacted a business deal that I had. That could have ended up very badly because of my association.
Right.
So I was forced to send a text to him and say, I can't mess with you, man. No hard feelings. I can't fuck with you. Because you're messing up my future.
Right.
You're messing up my future. And Kari had to come in and clean up himself because the people that was in my class was a big deal. They were a big deal.
Okay.
That's why I say association can mess you up. And we don't think like that because we, in our culture, we think, in American culture, we think kumbaya, let's be together, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man, ain't got nothing to do with that. It's business at the end of the day. Business at the end of the day. And that's what it's about.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, go ahead, guys. I'm going to get out of here.
Okay. Hey, bro.
I got to get out of here too because
thank you for all that.
Working
that
out
you shared
and
the
being on my
knowledge and
feet all
everything.
day.
Much life, man.
I'm kind of in some muscle pain right now. I'm feeling a lot of discomfort. The workout every day and standing on my feet and using my hands just the same. I'm feeling it all over my body. It ain't.
So you gonna copyright that pain? You gonna copyright or you just gonna tag it? Which one?
You know I can't with you. I seriously, I ain't gonna do that.
Hey,
Lord.
You dove into it. I mean, hey, we're talking about protecting our stuff, and you come in there with with your I got hurt and it hurts and that. So I want to make sure you
Don't you
are
see
you
me trying
protecting your
to?
stuff. I want to make sure it's copyrighted. That's all. I just
Hey, Joe.
huh?
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, that's
You
that.
see,
Joe, you just did some old school job right there. That's
you see,
you,
and no matter
you
how,
did like this right here and
Yeah.
hit it. In the, she too young to
and no
see that
matter
coming.
where
She
I
didn't see that
go,
coming, Joe.
She didn't see it
She,
coming.
and no matter where I go,
I didn't
no
even
matter
see it
where I
coming.
go, no matter where I go, I'm trapped in the damn middle. Look at that shit.
What? Hey, you're not in the middle. You're on the corner.
It's still trapped on between two of y'all.
No, no. I'm.
He over
Oh,
there, you
good,
up
Joe.
there,
He crossed town.
and you
There's a
over the other
hole.
side.
There's a hole in the middle.
But yeah, like it's safe and secure, Uncle Joe. It's safe and
Good.
secure.
Hey, card. Wait, what my dear say? Ching ching.
Hey, that was smooth right there, Uncle Joe. Like, so yeah, so what the
You did
heck
that
does
one.
that have to do with what we talking about?
Exactly. Well,
You
I just
guys,
want to know.
you pulled that out on that was nice. That was some Robert Moles. That's pop stuff right there, boy. That's some smooth pop stuff.
I
All
just
right.
couldn't let
Instead,
I
you
just couldn't
say,
let that one.
Uncle Joe, take it easy on the youngster. You over there giving him credit.
Hey,
Well, I
look,
mean,
look.
hey, you know what they say. You know what they say. You got to give credit where credit is due. I
I
mean,
mean, I had to.
that's just the rule. That's just the rule of the
Hey,
game.
hey, even Jesus say those that work deserve to get paid.
Thank you.
So
That's it.
you earn that. You earn that. Joe.
You you earned it real good. I got to get on a conference call. I appreciate you, my brother. I missed you deeply. Uh, all your coin
Ain't nobody miss him. Stop making his
all
head
your
grow.
coin champions are
The
gone.
hat go drop off.
Hey, look, what? Hey, the thing is, nobody's gone.
Yeah.
Nobody's gone. So we trying. We and we did it last night, but we're gonna sharpen up the process. But
Well, that's
we're
just
gonna
like
be
in
on all
anything.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anything you
but
start new, it's gonna have its hiccups. And
right.
from what I seen, even with what went on, once all of that gets straightened out, man, that's a fine tuned machine right there. That is going to be awesome. But don't worry, you can't get too far because I'm right on your heels. Uh,
Nah, it
so you know,
we
we
it's
getting
none
ready
of
to move
us.
permanently. So
Well, it's not. It's put it like this. This a playground.
that's
And
all it
people
is.
out here don't on this particular platform is used is for people that don't have anything to do.
Right,
They hungry, can't sleep, got kid or man problems, woman problem. You just on here trying to take your mind away. It's a dopamine fix.
there you
And
go.
what
That's what I was getting ready
we're
to say.
trying to do, yeah, we're trying to fix the dopamine. We're
Right,
trying to fix the lever that keeps letting that out and say, like, look, man, this is how you do it. Like, even while I was on the live today, I was working out
right,
because I'm like, I gotta let me go ahead and get this workout in so I can do. I want to do another one later on, right?
right,
But
right,
I keep trying. I'm pushing because I know. I said, look, I told Purpose number one, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Number two is like, dang, what? This is easy. I need to do this. It's not like I'm gonna do it for him. I mean,
exactly.
he kind of just helped me out to do it for me. Like when you think about
Right.
how dumb this is, right? So, but go be there. Purpose and resilience. We Coward's Corner. This is we own book on for the book face, Facebook, Instagram. This is YouTube. and then start seeing the people that really want to do or get out of the mess
Yeah.
or learn how to do life, because that's the new process now. I'm not gonna sit on here showing or telling you guys stuff all the time. That makes no sense. I gotta
Exactly.
tell you or
Look at
show
Heather.
you
You
how
run
I
away.
do it, right?
Hey Heather,
That's
how is your
that's it.
son
Heather.
and the little baby? She
Hold,
got her she has
what's up, Heather? Can't even see
a
that.
lot going on for her. You know, her son did surgery a few weeks ago,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Right.
now I think it's her niece or grandbaby or something of that sort. Just gotta found out
Oh,
she has a skin disorder.
if I blank out, y'all, it'd be a power failure. That's
So
why I'm get. That's the other reason why
Hey,
I'm getting ready to get off here, so I can get this conference
yeah,
call and then
yeah,
we got
I'm gonna
this
hop out
we
though.
got this electric
yeah.
storm going through.
I'm about to
Uncle
push
Joe,
out too,
peace.
cause I got
I'm jumping
stretch.
off. I can't. I got my and I'm at work. I can't even stretch.
That's
What this
because
guy
it
do?
ain't patent. You didn't get it patent. Maybe if you got it patent, maybe
That,
love,
you wild.
love.
Hey,
I
much
love
like
much like much like. Everybody be blessed. Heather, please stop in tomorrow and give us
I'm gonna catch
a
you. I'm gonna
praise
catch you, Uncle
report
Joe.
on your brother
uh,
and what's going on. We love you all. Y'all be blessed.
and walk in the future of it, Heather. Walk in the future.